What's going on, guys? Aero here and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Generation 9 with Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, but I want to talk to you guys about some features that I think should come to this game from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, Pokemon Legends Arceus came out earlier this year, and a lot of people don't really talk about it as much anymore, but when it was at its peak in like early February and everybody was talking about it, it was definitely one of those kind of Pokemon games in a really long time that I've just seen so many people very happy with. I always saw so many people positively talking about it and saying that they were having a really good time with it, and there was actually a lot of cool things that this game did. It just felt so fresh and new to have a completely new experience like this after so long of just having like the same type of Pokemon games, and so there's actually a lot of cool things that this game did, and so I feel like that there's actually a lot of cool things that they can do from this game inside of Generation 9 with the more traditional Pokemon game as well, and so that's what I want to talk to you guys about in this video. Now, a disclaimer that I feel like I should talk about is, does Pokemon Scarlet and Violet need to be exactly like Pokemon Legends Arceus? And the answer for that is absolutely not. It does not need to be just like Legends Arceus for that game to be good. I think that there's a lot of cool things that they can do for it, so I'm not saying that the game needs to be just like Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, Pokemon Legends Arceus did introduce a lot of cool features and quality of life changes, and so things like that are things that I do want to see move forward into Generation 9, so it's mainly going to be stuff like that I'm going to talk about in this video. Alright, so the first thing that I've got here are the catching mechanics from Pokemon Legends Arceus. So Pokemon Legends actually did something very cool for the first time, which is a completely new way for you to be able to catch Pokemon, and that is simply just being able to chuck Pokeballs while you're running around in the world, and this was such a satisfying way of catching Pokemon inside of that game, and I feel like if they just go back to the normal method of having to battle every single Pokemon, it really wouldn't be the best. Pokemon Legends Arceus was so cool because you could like run by an area and chuck a Pokeball at a Wurmple, a Starly, a Bidoof, and just have all of them caught in seconds, and it was just really fun and satisfying, and especially coming from what we used to have in the past where you had to run around in the grass and encounter each Pokemon one by one and then lower its health and then throw a Pokeball. Having the ability to just run around in the world and throw a bunch of Pokeballs and catch Pokemon in seconds, and especially because of how Gen 9 is open world, like being able to run around in a giant open world and catching a bunch of brand new Pokemon that you've never seen before in seconds will just feel so satisfying. The next thing are battles in the overworld. So in Pokemon Legends Arceus, battles actually feel really cinematic because they happen right then and there in the world itself, and you can actually freely like run around and stuff while the Pokemon are attacking, and even all of the move animations look really cool as well. Like moves like Flamethrower just have really cool high quality animations instead of like the reused ones that they've been using from the 3DS, so I really do want to see all of this stuff return inside of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It does look like that battles are still going to be taking place in the overworld from Pokemon Legends, because from the early screenshots and things that we have seen in the trailer, it does look like that these two Pokemon are still fighting in the world itself, so I am excited to see that. Another thing that was done really well inside of Pokemon Legends was the difficulty. Now, Pokemon games are not supposed to be like super difficult, so I'm not talking about like Elden Ring levels of difficulty, but in terms of a Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends Arceus was definitely a little more difficult than like the traditional Pokemon games that we've been used to, and I really like that. Especially with some of the post-game battles like the Volo battle, that battle was insanely hard and you actually had to strategically think about when to attack and when to use your strong moves and agile moves and stuff, and like that battle was so much fun. It was so satisfying to finally be able to beat that, and I really loved it. Honestly, it was a top tier Pokemon battle in the franchise. I'd probably rank that up there with like Cynthia and Red and all of them, so I was very happy with that. So hopefully they decide to do something like that in terms of the difficulty with having like challenging boss fights or super bosses or something like that inside of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, Pokemon Legends Arceus also had some updated models for the Pokemon, so like you can see here, Flareon looks a little bit better with a bushier tail compared to what we've been used to, and the same thing here for like Ghastly, so I do hope that they decide to use these newer models in terms of Generation 9 as well, and it looks like that this is going to be the case because we have seen some improvements for the models for like Pokemon like Magnemite and Seviper. We can see like the metallic design on Magnemite and then the scales on Seviper, so hopefully they are bringing updated models. Now, another thing from Legends that I'd like to see in Gen 9 is crafting. So crafting was a cool feature inside of Pokemon Legends where while you were exploring around in the world, you could find like flowers and herbs and different types of items, and then use those items to be able to craft your own types of things like potions and antidotes and things like that. And while this is going to be a traditional Pokemon game with Pokemon Gen 9, like it's going to be taking place in modern times, so you're going to have like Pokemarts and Pokemon Centers and all of that, I think that being able to still craft your own items will still be really fun, and I think it would just be cool because it would still give you something to do in the world. If it's going to be like an open world game and all you can do is just roam around and catch Pokemon, it's not going to feel super engaging and fun. So I did like that inside of Pokemon Legends because you could still be able to like break rocks and find items and things like that, and then use those items to be able to craft more stuff. So I do hope that it returns in Gen 9 because, especially being an open world where you can freely roam around and go anywhere, if the only thing that you can do is just catch Pokemon, the world is definitely going to feel really bland, so being able to find items to use for crafting will still make it feel more alive. The next thing that I've got here are Ridable Pokemon. So inside of Pokemon Legends, you can unlock a couple of Pokemon throughout your adventure to help you traverse areas faster. So you've got like Weirdeer to run around grassy fields fast, you've got Basculegion to traverse the water, you've got Braviary to be able to fly around in the air, and Sneasler to climb stuff. So I do feel like that having something like this inside of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet would also be very helpful, especially because of how they're saying the entire game is open world and like it's going to be one interconnected world. Having a Pokemon to freely like ride around and fly over areas and be able to run really fast through areas would just be very useful, so I do hope they decide to bring Ridable Pokemon back. One of the coolest things about Pokemon Legends was the actual openness of the areas themselves. It was really cool because whenever I got to a new area inside of Pokemon Legends, I didn't even focus on like the story or the adventure first, but rather just wandered around in the new area and tried to unlock every single part of the map so that I could have the entire area to look at, and I really want that type of feeling to happen inside of Gen 9 as well. I do want it to feel completely open and kind of have the freedom to go wherever you want, and being able to find Pokemon and discover new Pokemon in different areas and find items and stuff, it really helps to make your playthrough feel unique. Pokemon Legends Arceus also gave us true side quests for the first time, where there were so many different NPCs that you could talk to, and you could get requests from them, and of course a lot of them weren't like super in-depth or complex or anything. A lot of them were just like, you know, find this Pokemon and show me its Pokedex entry, or catch me this Pokemon or something like that, but there were a handful of them that were pretty unique and special. I remember one of them you had to chase some Apom that were taking items from a person, so I do hope that there are some cool side quests inside of Gen 9 as well. The post-game inside of Legends Arceus was also done really well. You could actually find a bunch of legendary Pokemon and do their quests, and trying to complete the Pokedex so that you could find Arceus. Like, it was done very well, so I really hope that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet also has a cool post-game. Pokemon Sword and Shield I feel like definitely did not deliver with the Sword Word and Shield Bird type of stuff that you had to do in the post-game. It wasn't fun at all, and then like the other extra stuff was basically just added as DLC, which was paid, so I do hope that inside of Pokemon Gen 9 they actually do have like a good post-game right from day one. And finally, the last thing that I've got here is a cool quality of life change that was really nice to have inside of Pokemon Legends, and that was the ability to change the moves on your Pokemon at any point that you want. And I think that was so cool because you could just go into the menu and switch out the moves for whatever Pokemon you want. And this was so useful because if you needed a Pokemon to know a move like Thunder Wave to help you catch a Pokemon or for a tough battle, you could just go into the menus, instantly add it back to your Pokemon, and then right after the battle's over you could switch it back out for Thunderbolt or something else. So I think that it was a really nice quality of life change to have because it basically made you have a bunch of different moves every time you were adventuring, and I feel like having this type of quality of life change inside of Gen 9 would also be very appreciated. But yeah, there you go guys, those are some things from Pokemon Legends Arceus that I would like to see inside of Generation 9 with Scarlet and Violet. If you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. Do you have anything from Pokemon Legends that you'd like to see in Gen 9? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.